with WemmyMo for Project FILO. I'm Ben Moskow. We are in the Lewis Hall studios right now, and we got WemmyMo on site. So just describe yourself for the listeners. Tell everybody basically who you are, what you're all about.
So my name is WemmyMo. I'm an artist. Been doing this music shit for like, I'm sorry, could I curse? No.
Yeah.
I've been doing this music shit for like a good 4 years now. Yeah, I mean, I'm a real outgoing type of individual. You know, I kind of express that through my music. I'm real versatile. I just like to have fun and do what I love. Nothing too complex.
Yeah. You got, I saw in some interviews you started making music, not making music, but like started getting into it when you were 5 years old.
Yeah. It was about the age of 5, 6 that I started like learning how to play the drums. That I started playing in my church choir. So yeah, real early.
And how'd that all progress? Like when you remember the church, how'd you end up like becoming like a vocalist and stuff like that, and then writing raps?
It was just straight for me. Like my love for music, truthfully, only started with like percussion. Like I gravitated to music just off of the strength of like seeing how people played the drums, just the feeling it gave me, and that was all it really was for me. But as I got older, I understood that. Cause like, you know, as a kid, you think, oh, it's only girls that sing, like, because my choir was filled with women, so it's like, oh yeah, it's not a guy thing. But then when you see like the guys, so I had cousins that I looked up to, and they started singing, so it's like, you know, like it started opening up my horizons to like try that out. So like I would like play the drums and sing along at times, and it was through that I realized that you know, I damn near want to start doing things with my voice. I didn't necessarily sing in my choir for real. I tried it. I like probably sung like one time, but like it wasn't really my strong suit for real. But I would always do it behind closed doors. But it wasn't until like I turned like 15, 16 that I really started like, you know, expressing that like, yo, I have a voice and I kind of want to use it and I kind of want to, you know, improve it. So yeah.
Do you think that there were any sort of pressures with like not wanting to be thought of as like somebody singing necessarily, like in high school or middle school, just like with the people you hung out with and that kind of thing?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. Cause like, yeah, I'm like, rapping is like my bread and butter. Like that's what I do. But truthfully, I feel like a lot of artists such as like 50 Cent, Ja Rule, like even Chance in a sense, I feel like people that really don't like, they not the, or even like Lil Wayne, like that's the perfect example. Lil Wayne don't have a voice, but like the confidence like those type of artists like displayed with using their voice to sing and just to see like as long as you can hold a note and have confidence within your voice, you can. It still feels the same way. You know, it still feels the same way as Alicia Keys singing or etc. So like yeah, just understanding that definitely gave me like the motivation to just express that.
And so you mentioned a bunch of those artists right there. Who helped you fall in love with making music, hip hop, R&B? Who was that initial inspiration from?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not one person,
right.
Truthfully. Like outside of just hip hop, like you know, I'm Nigerian, so like even like the cultural music that comes from my background is something that I really love, and just like I just love music, period. Like I can like go from like playing like Lil Zay Osama to like playing like I don't know, like bro, like we be like playing anything that sound good. Like it really doesn't matter. I just love music, period. So like for me, it's like it's not one specific person that really like made me like fall in love with it. It's just like the whole art itself.
Would your parents be playing music in the house all the time?
Yeah, all the time. My mom was actually in the choir as well, and my brothers, cousins, everybody. So music has definitely been around me. Yeah.
That first single you put out, Misunderstood.
Yeah.
Close to 2 million plays.
Yeah.
It was going crazy. Like that's got to be a crazy feeling. And you had talked about how follow-up songs as of right now haven't achieved that similar level of success quite yet.
Yeah.
But what do you think about to make sure that you tune all that out and just keep creating when you when you see that early level of success and then it starts to kind of taper off?
Yeah, I don't pay no mind because that's not what I do it for. You know what I'm saying? I don't do it for the numbers. I don't do it for numbers. I feel like even for my first ever song to reach 2 million, I feel like that's just God's blessing. That's just like a physical representation of like you're supposed to do this. You know, like this is what you do. But like I don't pay no mind. Like, I don't check my numbers. I don't check my views on YouTube. I don't check none of that. Because the more you get caught up in that, you like lose and you further yourself from like the importance of what you do it for. And I do it for myself. I do it for the people around me. I do it to be a voice for people. I do it to just bring that natural feeling that music gives people. I feel like although we don't come from the same background, we still relate. We're connected here because of music. You get what I'm saying? Like we all can agree like music is a religion in a sense, to where like no matter the ethnicity, no matter the background, we all appreciate something that takes us to like a whole different realm. And that's what I be in it for. That's all I care about for real.
You already, I can tell, are one of the most hardworking people that I've kind of met doing music. You were handing out those copies of the Chicago Reader, right at Subterranean in January, just like trying to plug your stuff, like making sure people knew the name, and like also with all those openers, like you clearly wanted to stand out. So going into a live performance, like I know I was definitely impressed, but how are you preparing? How are you making sure that you put on your best show?
I just don't think about it. I just do it. I feel like the more you just try to like calculate shit, is the more it just fucks up. And the way I made a quote, so I said the most organic creations and decisions bring out the most calculated outcomes. And that's how I really feel like it comes when it comes to performing, when it comes to making art. It's just like organic. It's the feel. That's the essence of it. So when it comes to performing, I just don't think about it. I just do it. I just be me. And what you get is what you get. That's who I am. So I just don't think about it too much.
Yeah. And does that carry over to your writing lyrics?
Yeah. And I'll be finding myself trying to like outdo myself. So like with that comes like, overthinking. This has to sound like this. But it literally like seeps through. Like you can hear when somebody's trying to like just rap. Like you could just hear it when they try to like be all like, you know what I'm saying? Like you could tell that. Like one of these Chicago artists told me told me like I really appreciate what you do, and I said why, and they said because you don't try to make it seem as a competition. You can hear that in your music, like you actually love what you do and you having fun with it, and I feel like it shows, and I feel like people find appreciation for that. Yeah.
You had this track that came out, I think, summer 2019 with FemDot.
Shout out Femi, that's my boy. Yeah.
Right, Vanilla Bean.
Yeah.
Sampled Coffee Bean, and that was talking about kind of some of the doubts you had gone through. The just having writer's block is something you mentioned in that song. So what did that kind of mean to you, having a track with him and that kind of back and forth, and what were you feeling in that point?
Yeah, FemDot is a real dude, man. He's a genuine man. I really rock with FemDot. Just outside of music. I've been knowing Femi for like damn near like I want to say since 2013, because he's been doing this music thing for years, and I'm real cool with his cousin, Tony. Shout out Tony. But yeah, like before that track, I linked up with Femi a couple days before he performed at Lala, and he just every time I have an account, I was just with him like probably like 3 weeks ago. But every time I'm with him, he always just, dropping gems just on some big homie shit. He always just looking out. That's just the type of man he is. And I knew with the Vanilla Bean track, I was just in a state of like, being vulnerable. I just like, man, I really just can't even figure out what the fuck to write, even with this song. And I said it like, I'm too sick up in my head, writer's block, ain't no ink coming out the pen. I said something like that. But like, that's how I felt. Like, I just didn't know what to talk about. But it was just so much going on in the same sense. I had a lot to say, but I didn't know how to say it. And that comes with overthinking. And at that point in my life, I was doing a lot of overthinking. But even Femdot says it in the track. He says, like, there's no such thing as writer's block for real. And that's just the type of, relationship we've been having. And he's just always been a stand-up dude. Always been someone I looked up to. So like he doing this thing right now. Shout out to him.
Yeah, he had that line. You rapping like you really got a purpose. Like there's more to you than the surface.
Yeah, he always be telling me, he's like, bro, I want to be like, I wish I was like you when I was 18. Like, no, but yeah.
How did you end up meeting him and get that kind of mentorship?
So like I said, I knew him prior. Never really. So the first time I face to face had my like first conversation with him was like 2016. It was like at Champions. I think it was like Smino was having a meet and greet or something, and he was there. And I'm like, yeah, bro, cause like we have mutual friends and shit. We got people we cool with. So
right.
We always knew about each other, but we never really got to like connect. But I went up to bro like, yo, bro, blah blah blah. We just been connected since. But yeah.
Who would you most want to work with
Right now?
Yeah.
Good question. Chicago or just in general? General.
Rappers, producers.
I really want to work with Timbaland one day. Timbaland is so hard. I really rock with Timbaland and his production.
Yeah, right. With the crushed strawberry banana smoothie.
Yeah, I like Timbaland's production a lot.
Mm.
That's one person I would love to work with one day.
Rappers, singers.
Rappers, singers, yeah. Rappers. I don't want to give you no vague answer. All right, Lil Wayne. I want to work with Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne is one of my favorite rappers all time.
It's a good answer.
Singers. Good question on the singing tip. Singers.
Somebody get you a hook or something.
Oh, what's the name of that one girl? I really can't. I don't want to pronounce her name wrong, but
what's she done?
She just put out a project recently. I forgot what it's called, but she has a song called like "Around" or something. Something like, what's her name? Do you know her name? What? Can you tell me?
It's
Her last name starts with an A.
Snow Allegra.
Snow Allegra.
She's so hard. I want to work with her. I would love to work with her.
She had she was in Chicago I think a couple months back, and she had Baby Rose open it for her.
Oh wow, that's hard.
Right.
Yeah, I like her voice a lot.
Yeah, she just did one of those tiny desks, I think.
She did Tiny Desk?
She did do a tiny desk.
Yeah.
And
I would like to work with Burna Boy and Coffee. Is it Kofi or Coffee? I think it's Coffee, right? Coffee? Yeah. My bad. I rock with y'all though.
Right. Hey, look, it's how the music sounds. It's not really how you pronounce the name. You know what I mean? So, like fashion-wise, gonna pivot a little bit here, but this is a pretty like loud shirt. Yeah. I would say.
It had to be loud today.
Had to be, right. Is this like are you trying to like promote a certain type of brand with yourself, with how you're dressing?
No, not really. I wouldn't say promote a brand because this is just me.
Yeah.
Truthfully. So it's like, in the same sense, with me being me comes a brand, because I'm in an industry where like you have fans, you have an audience, and people have to find a liking for you, so already with that liking comes a brand. But yeah, I mean, like, I just be, I like colors and shit. It just be like that. Sometimes that's the thing with me. I like rock a lot of loud colors, and then sometimes you just see me with straight black. Right, Steven? Steven takes all my pictures. I'll be having a lot of black shit on. But that's how it be, bro. Like, I just be yin and yang. Like, that's just me. Yeah.
Right. In 2020, there's the Mo Music Mondays series you've been putting out. Mo Music Mondays, yeah. Quick plug. That little intro, I was curious. The Mo Music Mondays, we want more music. Who recorded that?
My friend Nate. Oh, bro, he recorded that. He in the house right now too. Y'all just can't see him. I recorded that. So the cover art is exactly how the track went. Right. Yeah, like not at that very moment per se. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like we documented it, but we reenacted how that moment went. It was me, Baylor, and Nate at the crib. I feel like I'm missing somebody, but we was cooking. We was like, oh yeah, this hard. You know what I'm saying? And then started rapping. Mm-hmm. That's how we usually cook at my boy's house.
Right.
Yeah, it was dope. Yeah.
This bittersweet cover I'm looking at, is this you?
That is me.
Bittersweet. How old were you in this?
I want to say I was about 5 years old, if I'm not mistaken, or 4, 5 or 4. Yeah.
That's kind of where it all started, a little bit.
Yeah.
Listen to music
Now that I
and
think
stuff.
about it, yeah.
Interesting.
Definitely.
I don't know if that was calculated or anything, but
No,
it
I
is
told
kind of
you,
cool.
most organic
Right.
creations bring the most calculated outcomes.
Right.
No, but you know what's crazy about that? So, in my song Dreams, I talk about a lot about the gentrification that's going on in my neighborhood right now, right? And it's a school. It's called Stewart Elementary. But now it's called Stewart Lofts. So they closed the public school down and turned it into an apartment building, right? And they kept the name. They had the audacity to keep the name of the school because of the rich history behind it. But so many kids.
So the name of the school was the name of the apartment building?
Yes. Crazy, right? And it's just, you know, it's extremely unfortunate. Long story short, though, that picture is from my picture day when I went to that school. But I didn't even know that until my boy Matt Harvey, shout out Matt, who works with Chicago Reader, he did an article on the closing of the school and how they turned it into a loft. And it was crazy because I'm like, damn, and I was just reliving those moments of when I went to the school, and I would like, because my mom keeps like a whole bunch of like baby picture day pictures and stuff. So I just like, you know, when I knew I had pictures of it. And then I realized, and I saw the Stewart picture with me and all my other classmates, and I'm like, I was like cheesing like that, like in the picture. Cause
Right.
Although it's like this, when I was a kid, when they used to say cheese, I would just do like cheese, and I used to do that. But I was in that picture with all my classmates doing this again, and I'm like, damn, this looks like my cover art picture. Come to find out, it is a cover art picture. If you know what I'm saying? So it's like, the way everything correlates is just kind of crazy. Yeah.
That is.
But like, I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, that picture alone holds so much significance because that project is about my upbringing and just like all the things I've dealt with, from being in my neighborhood to the things that's going in my neighborhood to the gentrification to like my love life to this, that, all in one. And you know what I'm saying? I didn't even know that backstory until like I really dug in and it came across.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You're on Uptown right now? Is that what?
Yeah, shout out Uptown. That's where I'm from. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uptown Chicago.
Uptown Chicago.
Yeah. You know where the Aragon is at?
Yeah, I do know where Aragon is.
Like
Lawrence,
Lawrence, that's Uptown. From like, it's really from like Broadway, from like Wilson and Broadway down to like, I guess Uptown stops like right over by like Sheridan. No, but I feel like even
Wrigley? Or is that too far south?
No, that's Boys Town. That don't got nothing to do with us. That don't got nothing to do. That's not Uptown. That's Boys Town. That's what it is. No, Uptown stops like right over. Why am I forgetting the street name right now? I'm blanking out so hard. I don't know why. It's not Chinatown, but
Yeah.
Argyle?
Argyle. Yeah, it stops like right by Argyle.
Yeah.
Type shit.
Right.
I believe. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's definitely more north.
Yeah.
What's this right here? It's okay to not be okay.
It's okay to not be okay. The wristband says it's okay not to be okay. Have hope. I don't know. This is made for hope today. I don't know what this is, but me and my boy Steven went to this event one time, where he's about to do his pop-up at. Y'all definitely follow the Steven at.
That's coming up in May.
J. Yeah, y'all go be in tune with him. But they had it there, and I grabbed it, and I didn't even realize what it said. I just grabbed it because like I just wanted one, and I like the quote. It stuck with me. It's okay not to be okay. Have hope.
Right. Yeah. That mental health stuff right there.
You funny as hell. You said that mental health stuff. Yeah.
It is. That's the slogan. That's
so funny. I know you didn't mean it like that. It just sounded funny to me.
Right.
But yeah, that mental health stuff.
All right. I'll bring it back. So, where do you?
I'm sorry. I'm fat.
What is the most success you would want, or like what would it look like when you've achieved the most success you're
I
trying to
appreciate
achieve?
you. You know why?
Yeah.
You don't ask like broad ass questions. I'm sorry. I just had to point that out. I just be having a lot of interviews where I just be getting the same type of questions, and I appreciate you asking real in-depth questions. Say that one more time for me.
Yeah. So when you get to like the most success you would want to have, like
Yeah.
what does that look like for you?
All right, the most success.
Like when
What
you
that
feel
would
like you're
look- yeah.
like blowing up, I guess.
Yeah, I guess what that looks for me is living off of my art, fully living. Like, I don't have to worry about shit because I know what I'm doing is going to pay for that. Fully living off of that, making sure my peoples is straight, having a solid team. Yeah, that's and when it comes to music, that's what success looks like for me. And having a cult fan base.
Cult fan base.
Most importantly, cult fan base. Like,
What do
from
you
the
want? What would you call the cult
ground
fan
up.
base?
Y'all gonna have to name yourselves. That's all y'all. I can't really give us a name right now. But
Yeah.
the people that's in charge for when y'all wanna, connect together and link up, y'all come up with a name. And I'm behind that. I'm behind it.
What do you feel like you need to do to get to that point?
I just have to keep doing what I'm doing. I gotta expand. I'm trying to go to different cities. I'm trying to, get comfortable with traveling. I'm trying to, I love Chicago, but I'm trying to be out as much as possible. Yeah, I feel like that's gonna bring it. I feel like the package is there already. The music is there. It's all about expanding, and just bringing my brand and just, I feel like the most important thing when it comes to also having that cult fan base is connecting with your audience, not letting them know, like, yo, I appreciate this dude more than his music because he did this. Like, he actually said something to me. He actually spoke about my outfit. He actually sent me free merch. Or, like, you know what I'm saying? I just want to have that real connection with my audience.
What do you want the world to know about you?
What do I want the world to know about me? Damn, that's a tough question. Like, like in
Like
the
if
sense of what?
this was going out to like millions of people,
In the sense of what though?
like
Try to specify it.
okay, all right. Let me see. Let me try. How do you wanna present yourself? I guess, like to people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. Like
Take me as I am. I guess that's like the best way to answer that question. Take me as I am. I feel like I'm not perfect, I'm with my music. I really like to give it my all in terms of just my lyrics. Like, it'd be certain times where I feel like I get too personal with my songs, but that's just me, Appreciate me for me. If you support me to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? And even if you don't support me, at least respect me, But yeah.
so, suffering and smiling. 002.
002, yeah.
002, yeah, coming out.
002.
You said 002, right. That James Bond stuff.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But yeah, you said, I guess in that one interview in January, you said coming out in February. Is there still some stuff you're perfecting?
Man. I just, you can only
Not trying to be all
Yeah,
gotcha,
no.
but I just want some insight
You're doing a
into
great job right now. If anything, it's like I could only put it out once. You know what I'm saying? And I want to be satisfied with it, and I want to give y'all my best product, the best of me. Like, I want y'all to be like, wow, this was good. I like, it was worth the wait, and that's just really what I want to leave y'all with. But we at the final stages though. That's what I could say. That's what I definitely could say for y'all.
All right. Anything else you want to add?
Yeah, a lot, man. I definitely want to say a lot.
All right.
Shit,
Well,
all right,
look, talk your stuff.
all right, nah. I don't know. I definitely feel like there's a lot I have to say, but I'm not even gonna hold y'all too long. But I definitely want to let it be known for a lot of those artists that's out there that trying to be in the same position as me. It's okay. It's not a rush. Understand what you in it for. Understand that what you here to do is beyond music. I feel like if your whole goal with this whole art thing is to do it for the fame, do it for the money, you lost yourself right there. This is not for you. Or you can get like the temporary, glitz and glamours, but in terms of longevity, like, that's what I'm here for, And I feel like if you gonna take from this game make sure you putting something back in it. You know, that's the most important part. So, yeah, this is my life, man. This is my life. I breathe and I walk this shit. But for everybody that's been rocking with me, man, keep rocking with me. Be turning up 2020. Lyrical Lemonade, Summer Smash, WemmyMo. For Lyrical Lemonade 2020, I'm saying it everywhere I go. Y'all know what's going on. It's documented here. Shout out y'all for rocking with me. I hope y'all enjoyed that performance. This was amazing. Thank you. Great. All right, dope. Appreciate it.
We out!